just wrecked the mic.
What?
Psych. I think Ali's back from holiday.
Is he? It's about time, isn't it?
You know it and you love it.
About time.
Vamos, Venezuela!
Es un merengue sin letra. Es un merengue sin letra. Es un merengue sin letra. Es un merengue sin letra.
He's not in a bad mood, actually, at the moment, considering it's your first day back.
I have to be honest, I got up the day and I thought, oh, God.
Well, you weren't the only one.
I can't be bothered.
Not the other.
Did you see the game at the weekend?
Of course I
It
never
was a
saw the game. I was
high-quality
on
game, played with great
holiday. I haven't watched
intensity.
any games.
We're here giving the best that we can.
We're trying.
Oh, well, you know, our best is not that great, but we're bringing it.
No.
I don't want everybody to know this is my best.
Didn't you do a commentary once that involved
Yeah.
Ronaldo and refused to speak in the second half?
Pretty much, yeah. We were losing badly. It's the last time ESPN used me to do a commentary track. The producer kept coming to me and saying, say something. I just answered, nope, I'm not in the mood.
Thanks for dressing up, Frank.
And somewhere there is my name in. Somewhere. Small. You have the big Zidane and you have the small Leboeuf.
Yeah, I like the way that my commentaries don't make best of the week, but my attire does. What's that about?
Leaves the golf club
Oh,
2 holes ago.
had a shocker.
And then he comes back, and guess where it is?
In your bag?
In the bag. Big change. You know this is sarcasm. The goalkeeper, when he throws the ball out directly into the net, not allowed now, because last year we had a flurry of those all around the world. I said to him, put your clubs in order. Try.
By the way, the bag's that size, right?
How many times have you done it?
Ooh, I'll tell you what, yeah. I better organise these here, because I'll never know which club's what if I don't put them in the right place.
Well, he stands looking in the bag for like 5 minutes. He's like that.
Chicken wing, you gotta have bone.
Gotta have bones in
Yeah.
chicken.
I don't mind
No.
a boneless chicken wing.
No, that's a
No.
chicken nugget.
Chicken nugget.
Yeah. Or a tender, for that
Do
matter.
you like it shaped like a dinosaur as well? Goodness me.
The squad is right there. He's got to solidify the squad. We've got enough quality.
How do you solidify a squad?
Just do that.
The squad is the squad, right? So it's got to be Rudiger and Christensen.
But the one thing that I've learned today, the squad is the squad.
The squad is the squad.
Squad is the squad.
Speaking of negative vibes, Stuart Robson.
When you have a holiday, Craig, aren't you meant to then take it with your family? You know, isn't that the idea of it? Why does your wife then travel somewhere else to get away from you?
Well, if you don't mind me saying so, Rob, but what the bloody hell's it got to do with you? Typical neighbour, you'd be like, right, knows he saw, didn't he? Poking his nose over the fence.
Well, at least it's not
actually-
false nose.
That'd be a couple of neighbours.
H&R. Get H&R on the phone right now.
H&R is a tax preparation company.
Oh, excellent.
HR is...
Get him in. I want to word about you two. He's not too bad today.
Mariner's Bugle, eh? There's plenty of value. We talked about the fact that Liverpool...
Isn't Robbo nosy?
Yes, he is very nosy. He's a big gossip as well, Robert.
He is.
He's a massive gossip.
Shouldn't you be going with your wife and your family? What's got to do with you? Sorry.
Liverpool Man City, we talked about the fact that they could run away with things. Obviously, Liverpool thrashing Norwich City 4-1 today. Just a reminder of what they did, both of them, to the relegated, well, the promoted clubs last... Or these were the relegated clubs last season. Obviously, it wasn't the promoted one because... No, they could have been. Anyway, both 100% record.
Against the teams that were relegated last year,
Yes.
the bottom 3, they pummeled them.
Yes.
Which they did to most teams.
It's true.
Have we clarified that?
I think this definitely worth us bringing up later on.
Is that a big thing? I don't know. Is that just a throw in there graphic?
I don't know. I think we had
Get me a graphic. We'll get time to fill. Quick, get me one in.
I think Best of the Week was shorter than they expected this week.
Could have been as long as Paul's nose.
Well,
What about Paul when he said... What
That's
about
long.
Paul? He's not here to defend himself. What about Paul when he said, I really fancy Chelsea to be in the top 4? And I went, I've got no goal scorers. I've got Tammy Abraham. And he went, yeah, he's hopeless. And you went, you're actually arguing against yourself there.
bless him, eh?
Bless him.
Your assistant, Stevie. Do you want to talk about Liverpool? City beating relegated side, promoted side?
Liverpool and City beat
David,
the beat him that's put in front of him, Basically,
Hates Origi, hates Lukaku.
tell us something we don't know.
Send that to the Sports Emmys. We'll be back tomorrow for more. Until then, goodbye. Welcome into Extra Time. Steve Nicol and Detective Craig Burley is with us because there was a little bit of a dispute as to who you fancy to win the Premier League title, Stephen. Because you said on the show last week Manchester City, but Detective Inspector Craig Burley found
Yeah, but you never told me what the date was.
a video of you saying that you fancied Liverpool to win the title.
Son,
Listen, the important thing is the date.
Right.
And when I said it to Mr. Martin Donaldson.
Right.
And I said it because Vincent Kompany had just left Manchester City. So it must have been right at the end of the season, and I said that could be the point difference.
well, Vincent Kompany still left Manchester City.
We're not allowed to change your mind, are we?
No, that's it. That's
See? So there you go.
No, but
I did say it,
right.
but it
didn't say
slipped
it.
my
You
mind.
did say it, and it's on a touchscreen. It says Liverpool.
It slipped my mind.
Is the Premier League or any other of the top leagues, for that matter, worth watching when it's £500 million team versus minnows? Surely there'll be a time when viewers get bored of these types of games and just want to watch elite versus elite.
Well, you watch, for example, today, and you're a Liverpool fan, you're watching your team. And Liverpool, like a lot of the clubs, but Liverpool predominantly over the years, and he knows this better than me, even before the Premier League exploded into what it is today, Liverpool they used to go to South Africa, and they were always a big draw.
Yep.
So the answer is, they would prefer to see bigger games all the time, but they want to, the neutral, yes, but Liverpool fans, for example, want to support the team, no matter who they're playing.
Problem for football, though, isn't it, in Europe? If this is going to be the trend, City, Liverpool, Juventus, PSG, Barca, Real Madrid, kind of everything is pointing to the fact that we could have a Super League, or at least then you've got competitive matches week in, week out.
Well, we did have Leicester a couple of years ago.
Yeah, but that was an anomaly, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We've been kind of saying this for a long, long time. No, it kind of feels as though it's creeping closer and closer, but I still think it's still a long way off. I would agree that, I mean, I am a Liverpool fan, no surprise there. I was a little bored.
The second half was terrible. It's just boring.
Yeah, I actually caught myself facing the screen, but I couldn't remember I'd watched. So there was actually nothing going on.
It's normal.
Which is not unusual, I guess. But I did get a little bored.
It's not a normal day, nothing going on.
Nothing going on.
Nothing to see here.
Stevie, are you regretting your comments about Origi? We talked about this on the show, obviously.
No, not at all. No, listen, the truth of the matter is, if you're relying on Origi to play week in, week out, you're not going to win the Premier League title and you're not going to be able to compete with Manchester City. It's pretty
Very
simple.
controversial these days, Stephen.
Do you know what? In the show, I asked a question, right? And I've been thinking about it. Does he get a game for City? No. Arsenal? No. I mean, how far down before he actually gets a game regularly for
I don't
somebody
think that's
in the
the
Premier
argument, is
League?
it? The argument
Well,
is
it
that
is the argument.
he's a squad player.
He's a squad player, correct.
Right.
I just want Liverpool to have better squad players than him.
How prepared are you come the first game of the season mentally and physically?
What, as a pundit?
No, as a player. As a pundit.
Not for this.
Stevie's watching the screen and there's nothing going on.
Physically, and and it's only my opinion, physically, I never felt up to speed until I'd played in the Premier League for minimum 3 games.
Right.
Maybe 3 or 4 games. Because pre-season just can't replicate when the whistle goes and the real thing happens. Because the game just gets faster. I don't know about you, but it always took me a few games to get up to speed.
See, here's a good thing. I think pretty much we're all the same. We all think that way because we're never sure whether we're 100%. We kind of know that we're not 100%, but you're wondering how close you are.
Okay.
The other team's thinking that as well, but we've got better players than them. So you're actually ahead of the game as far as the opposition are concerned as well.
Mentally, were you a little slower?
Well, you're looking at him. I tell you what, is the eye-opener is the first game of pre-season. no matter who it's against. You're usually playing against a smaller club.
Right.
You know, you're going to a small, and they're going to. It's
Yeah.
a nightmare. We used to, when I was at Chelsea in the early days, in the later days we went abroad, but in the early days we didn't, and we always had to go to like Southend and
Yeah, and they're up for it, obviously, because they're playing against a big team.
Oh boy, they're up for it.
Yeah.
And back in those days, I don't know what those leagues are like now, the lower leagues, but they were all like big brutes, 6'2", and they're going, oh my God, they're going to kick. But it was an eye-opener because you got on the field and the whistle went, and you couldn't get your breath.
Right.
Because we didn't do what the guys do now. We took 6 weeks, it used to be 6 or 7 weeks, took 6 or 7 weeks off, done.
Right.
No fitness,
Yeah.
no nutrition, off. So you went all the way down and you come all the way back up.
We used to go to Scandinavia all the time. And of course the Scandinavians play through the summer.
Yeah.
But as much as you know that, you're playing against a second division Scandinavian side. It's either your first or second game, and you get beat, and you're like, oh, damn. I mean, it's a real kick up the backside.
I bet.
But then when you're a younger player and you listen to Ronnie Moran and Roy Evans going, all right, don't worry about it too much, and you're like, hey, because they've seen it 1,000 times before, you know. Whereas you, as a young player, you haven't. But it's a real kick up the backside.
You'd have loved pre-season. You might. It's horrible.
I can only imagine how horrible
It's
it is.
awful.
Especially, as you say, if you just completely do nothing for 7 weeks
which is
and then
what-
you're going back.
Which is what happened even to the, I would say that probably stopped somewhere in the late 90s, early 2000s. Up until then it was complete break. That's what you did. Some players would go and have a little run, trot, but most of us...
Yeah.
Not.
I think we can imagine what you did. For Stevie, why were Inter and Juve so keen on signing Lukaku?
I don't understand the Juve one to the point of where I'm not sure I actually believe it, because I just don't see how he fits in there. You know, he has to be the main striker that plays through the middle, and he'll do that at Inter, and they'll play a counter-attacking style of football, which is absolutely 100% up his street. So the
United did well to get 90 million for him, didn't they?
Yeah, but well, because Inter made it clear, and Conte made it clear when he was saying I don't want to talk about him, and he kept talking about him, that's who he wanted. So, you know, from a business standpoint, if you're Edward Wood, you know they want them, but you play hardball.
Icardi didn't go, did he?
Nope.
They've still got time, though, haven't they?
Of course.
The European window.
I keep thinking England. They can do.
Craig, we know Stevie's favourite food is shepherd's pie. What is yours?
Pizza.
Yeah? What
Not
toppings?
pineapple.
Thin crust, I imagine, not...
Yeah, not the big
Not
doughy.
deep pan.
No, thin crust,
Yeah.
spicy. Pepperoni, bacon, spicy.
Where do you stand on pizza? Do you eat it?
I don't stand on pizza. I eat it.
Right.
Oh, you asked the question.
Yes.
See, that's two. Two at the last 3 questions, he's made a mess and tried to blame us. You notice that?
I don't think, where do you stand on pizza as a...
I don't stand on pizza, I just told you.
I would say Italian. Italian's my
Thin
favourite.
slice, sausage, all right?
Thin slice?
Thin slice.
Yep.
Thin sliced pizza with sausage on it. That's about right, isn't it?
With a big fat sausage on it.
Shepherd's pie on the top.
I want the sausage bigger than the thin.
Mince. I want minced beef on it.
And final question, when is Steve Niccol's book going to be available on Audible? Isn't there a Studio ESPN FC that you can use?
I don't.
That's great,
I think all
Stevie.
questions should go to Mark Donaldson.
Oh, no, Steve, are you reading your own book?
Yeah.
I don't think that's ever going to happen. No, don't hold your breath.
No.
No, I don't think so.
Donaldson could voice over it.
Aye.
Love that.
He would, wouldn't he? And then I suppose he could alert one of the Scottish newspapers.
The Daily Record.
That he's done that, and somehow another story just sort of floats in there, unbeknown to you.
That's it then, we're done. We're back tomorrow. Are you off tomorrow?
Got that in one, son.
What's tomorrow? City in playing West Ham?